pass, and Manu v Talangi, backhanded pass. Dom Young extends the arm and goes over in the corner. Brandon Smith-Smith to Lenu, slipping, sliding and scoring. Back to Lenu, and a kick here by Keary. Going into Ase! Yeah! Try scorer!
Here they go, overlap, Manu dummy, flick around the corner! There's your magic show, folks! This is Walker showing it, comes out to right foot, went past Balasia, Haas couldn't clean him up. Here's Walker, kicking, Brighton!
Butcher for the line, another one! It's raining tries for the Roosters!
Jack de Bellin square between the eyes. Now Tedesco in behind everybody. It's a race. Kaufman trying to get to him. Tedesco runs away. He scores for the Roosters.
I fight the world, I fight you, I fight myself. I fight God, just tell me how many burdens left. I fight pain that
Radley, Tedesco, Young only has to beat the tackle, and he does. Dominic Young.
Now Walker. Oh, Sammy Walker. He's got him mesmerised.
Oh no! A pass straight to the bread basket of Joey Manu.
Here's a powerful run. Leniu making up for his error with a barnstorming run. The Roosters have come down with another one. It's another kick for a try and Manu in the corner.
The left line breaks in game one. Tedesco, there he goes. Gets in a fitted sheet. Has been folded and put in the linen cupboard. And Radley scores the try.
He's got explosive speed down the dummy half. Gets the offload back on the inside.
Gets the offload. Tedesco. Jennings. Trouble. Jennings. Try.
Crash ball going in to score. It is Blake Steep.
Play number 4. Smith through them. Smith to the fullback. Tedesco steps inside. It's another Roosters try.
Everybody in rugby league passed on their congratulations for game 307 to you, Jared Wairia Hargreaves.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 Jack Gibson Medal. What a wonderful season it has been. My name is Yvonne Sampson, I'm from Flegg, and it is an absolute privilege to be here. This is my very first Roosters function, so I am thrilled to be here in the room. Already, this side of the room, you guys get a gold star. You guys are killing it. This side of the room, already a little bit behind. It's okay, we've got their attention. You can tell this is where all the bosses are. They're doing things in their own time. What a wonderful 24 hours we've already had here at Randwick. It was phenomenal to be part of last night's Dally M medal, to watch your captain go within 1 point of winning the Dally M medal, and to watch Olivia Kernick win the NRLW medal. The Roosters well and truly represented. What a phenomenal year it's been. We kicked off as the biggest show in Las Vegas. We took our great game of rugby league right around the world, and they loved it. And it was a whirlwind season, and it took the Roosters just one game away to that premiership decider. A season that delivered the NRLW team all the way to grand final day on Sunday, a monumental achievement, and I know you're all going to be cheering the red, white and blue that will be in action on rugby league's biggest day. Before we kick off, we'd like to acknowledge the Gadigal and the Bidjigal people, the traditional owners of the land on which we gather this evening, pay our respects to elders past and present, and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal peoples here and their ongoing connection to cultures and waterways and lands in New South Wales. Well, tonight we're going to be celebrating significant club milestones, praising the best of our junior pathway players and celebrating our club achievements, including awarding the annual Jack Gibson Medal. We're also going to hear from NRL coach Trent Robinson, NRLW head coach John Strange and his players who are right in the middle of their grand final week preparations, and of course honour all of those incredible departing champions and what a class it has been for 2024 as they finish up their time with us here at the Sydney Roosters. So a little bit of housekeeping. The bathrooms out of the main doors, they're on the left and the right, you'll be able to work it out. And I know we have wonderful supporters here. Hands up if you are a Roosters fan. This is the biggest room I've ever seen for an end of season presentation. Thank you so much for being here. They say that the fans and the members are the most powerful force for any sporting club, and I would say that yes, that is majority true, but the Roosters are lucky enough to have one Mr. Nick Politis. So I'd say the fans are second. You guys are the second most influential thing here for the Roosters. Now, I know for the fans, this is such a big moment, and we're so glad that everyone is here in one room together. And if you see your favourite hero, your sporting icon, or your champion, and you want to get a selfie and you want to have a quick chat, please do so. You are more than welcome. Just make sure you do it during the breaks. Make sure everyone is respectful for people having their moment up here on stage. All right, now to officially welcome everyone tonight, please put your hands together as we invite to the stage Sydney Roosters Club patron Peter Newton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When they told me the job was patron, I thought all I had to do was kiss the babies and cut the ribbons. Anyway, on to the formal part. On behalf of Chairman Nick Politis and Directors Mark Burris, Mark Fennessy, Andrew Jolliffe, Luke Rickerson, Andrew Crawford and Brian Sampier, as patron of the club, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Jack Gibson Awards night, an event that holds special significance as we celebrate the achievements of our great club. Sure, there's no hiding that we're hoping to be gathering a week later than we are, but there is still much to celebrate and acknowledge as we reflect on the NRL season, and we hope to secure our second NRLW premiership on Sunday. To Coach John Strange, Captain Isabel Kelly, and the entire NRLW squad, we wish you all the success this Sunday. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests. To our guests from Venues New South Wales, I would like to acknowledge and thank CEO Kerry Mather for all those strong relationships that we share together at Allianz Stadium, the home of the Roosters. To the representatives of our affiliate football programs, Central Coast Rugby League, the Glebe Dirty Reds, our junior leagues, Scots College and Pimble's Ladies College. Thank you for your continued support of the Sydney Roosters and the broader rugby league community. A special welcome also to the family representative of two names synonymous with rugby league. Welcome to Mark Beetson and to Dally Messenger. I would like to take a moment to express our gratitude to the wonderful sponsors and partners who stand by our side throughout the season. In particular, a huge thanks to you, Steggles, our major partner and sponsor since 2010. Your support has been unwavering and instrumental in the club's success both on and off the field for the last 15 seasons. While our partnership draws to a close, we have shared a number of wonderful history-making moments since 2010, and I would like to acknowledge John and Simon Camilleri, their families, and the entire Steggles organisation for their loyal support and friendship over the years. I would also like to welcome and acknowledge our Platinum and Apparel partners. Nathan Reeves from Unibet, who is also on the new NRLW jersey next season. George and the Tahan family from Icon Services Australia. Hyundai Motor Company Australia, CEO John Kett. Ashley Hughes from Red Rooster. Simon and Tanya Austin from Red Dawn Security. Vanessa Woolzak, Budget Car and Truck Rental. Thank you for your support and being a key contributor to our 2024 season. To the Sydney Roosters Foundation members, donors and our Chairman's Club members, your contributions make a world of difference. You are a critical part of the Roosters, and we sincerely thank you for your loyalty and generosity. Now to the reason which we are all here tonight, the prestigious Jack Gibson Medal. This is the 30th year that we will present the Jack Gibson Medal, which is awarded to the player voted best and fairest throughout the regular NRL season. Named in honour of one of our true legends of our proud club and the great game of rugby league, some of the recipients of this award have certainly etched their names not only in our club but the game's history. There are some strong contenders for this award, and I'm sure that we're all looking forward to seeing the shortlist of this year's finalists. Tonight, we reflect on our season and celebrate not only the winners but also the spirit of competition and the camaraderie that unites us. We still might be feeling disappointed, but tonight is the reminder that in the pursuit of excellence, we push ourselves to greater heights, continually raising the bar for what is possible. To our captain, James Tedesco, your strength and determination throughout the year is a reflection on the wonderful player and leader you are. You're not only led by your actions, but also by your words, and we thank you. There is a core group of players departing our club, most notably our vice-captains, Jared Werra-Hargraves and Luke Keary. Jared, you became the most capped Rooster player of all time, which is an incredible feat for a man who plays in your position and the style that you do. We thank you for your efforts in the Roosters for the last 15 seasons. Luke, you have been an integral member of our success since you joined the club in 2017. Your tenacity, leadership and passion for the Roosters is something we all applaud you for. To Joseph Manu, you joined us as a young boy, and tonight you leave as a man who won 2 premierships with us and winning a Golden Bit Award as the best international player in the game. But please come back soon. So Tilly Tupanua and Joseph Wally, there's no denying that you'll also be missed. You have been with the club since you were teenagers and have been wonderful custodians in your positions. You will always be welcome back at the club. To Michael Jennings and Dylan Napper, you each depart as premiership winners with our club, and we thank you for your service. Finally, to the players, coaches and staff, tonight is about you. Your hard work, dedication and passion for this club defines what it means to wear the red, white and blue. We have much to be proud of, and we come back to celebrate tonight. We look forward to more success in the future. Thank you, and let's enjoy the evening.
Beautifully said, Peter. Thank you very much. What a way to kick off such a wonderful evening. Okay, let's get the boss up here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage NRL head coach Trent Robinson.
Evening everyone, welcome to the awards night. I'm going to give you a bit of a summary of the season and some thank yous for the support and the effort that goes into putting together an NRL campaign, and 2024 was definitely memorable. Some of the highlights from the year, definitely LA and Las Vegas. The trip at the start of the year, Roosters we're a club that were first. We want to be first into the premiership, 1908, as well as the women's competition as well. And when Las Vegas came up, it was quite an easy decision for the club and Nick to put our hand up to go and play in that inaugural event. And what an experience it was to travel and do a camp in Los Angeles and then playing the Las Vegas game was quite unique. I thought we represented the club well and also represented the game of rugby league really well. I thought one of the other highlights for us this season was also the development of some of the young players. We've had Torquay and Orbo and Friendy have put together an academy coming off the back of 2019. And you can see the rewards of that coming through the season. We had some debuts there from obviously Siwa Wong last year, and then coming into Blake Steep, De La Silvaha this year. And there's a crop of kids. I've often got asked about the departing players this year and what's coming next. And are you going to recruit? And I've been asked that tonight as well from the supporters. And the next generation of players are coming through our club. And we're really confident in that program, the development program that we've got. We saw the beginnings of that, and we'll also see that into 2025. Also, Jared's 300th game and then 307th game against the Tigers. They're really important moments in a club for a prop to surpass Orbo and play the most amount of games for our club in the manner that he's done. They're celebrations. They're celebrations of our club and the support that we can give, and he's paid it back in bucket loads. We really enjoyed the 300th game, the 307th. And we're obviously going to celebrate Jared tonight, but I love the celebration that we had during that game as well, typical Jared style, but it typified our club and the history of our club. Also, some of the achievements of the players on field. I think last night for Gussie, Dally-M, back rower of the year, and Teddy, fullback of the year. Great achievements. They were outstanding this year and led the way for us. And then obviously Teddy, Teddy getting pipped at the post, but he was incredible and led from the front, as Torquay said, all year. I feel really proud to have him as our captain and representing our club like he did last night again. The other thing is also the some of the Origin debuts. When someone debuts at Origin level through your club, it's a really proud moment. We had Spencer come across, and then he got shot out of a cannon when he got back in round 10, and I think a couple of weeks later into that Origin arena and made an impact straight away. And it's a really proud moment to have him debut this year, along with Connor coming back to the club a couple of years ago, coming through the juniors here. And then to see someone work tirelessly through a couple of long-term injuries at another club and then back here with his patella, and then to come and do what Connor does and add energy to the team and win a final series. Along with the other players, I want to say congratulations to those guys. We always, when you stand up here and you haven't won the title, it's always painful, and there's that doesn't end after a couple of days. It goes on for a long time, and the reflection this week has been exactly that. It's uncomfortable, and you have to be a realist about why we're not playing on Sunday. And that's up to us to improve and rectify and be honest about that. But there's also the part where we really want to celebrate this year and how we've played, the manner in which we've played. We've played some of the most exciting footy of the season. The improvement, the combinations that have happened, the amount of tries that we scored. Some of the victories, I go back to Anzac Day. It's such a proud moment in our club, and then to play like we did on Anzac Day honours that day in the right way. So overall, over the past few years, coming back into third position, getting through to the prelim, it's not what we want, but we also must be proud of what we've done this season. So congratulations to all the staff and players for the achievements this year. With that comes always the support of Nick and the board. we were having a discussion today about how present our board is. We know how busy they are. We know how successful and how hard they work for their own careers, but the effort and the pride that they have in the club, and they wear it like we do, is often, we see them often, all the time. They're always present at games, they're present at training, and we feel their support. Yeah, we just want to say thank you for the continued support, and we continue to honour our board in the way that we should. With that, thanks to the sponsors, we know how important members are, first of all, the first port there, and then also how important sponsors are to do what we do and live the lives that we lead. So thank you. I know Talkie mentioned the sponsors, but I want to say a special mention to Simon and John at Steggles. I was lucky enough to be here in 2010 when they started, and been really proud to wear Steggles on our jersey for, 15 seasons now, 15 seasons. And through that support, and especially through the charity nest, it's a huge gift that they've given, that the more tries we score, the more gets to go towards charities. And that's, what are we at, $1.2, $1.3 million, I think it was. Yeah, it was expensive this year, which was a great thing for the 5 charities of this year. But again, the closeness of the Camilleri family, and the amount of games and the times that we've come in and shaken hands before games and in the old dressing rooms, but for 15 seasons they've been on our jersey. So yeah, we really thank you for your support and also your love over that time. Thank you. Lastly, I just want to say, obviously I forgot to mention Izzy and Olivia last night. I mean, to have a Dally M medal winner in Liv, that was it was a great moment last night to be watching that. So well done, Liv, and Iz. Congrats, Liv. And is Centre of the Year, but also her captaincy has been outstanding. We've been lucky enough to have Iz since the start. I think one season away, but to be a centre and lead from the front like she does, she's stoic. I love watching her play. To John, really well done. We're so excited. It's such a exciting brand of footy. Love watching the Roosters jersey go around in the NRLW, and we wish you all the best for Sunday. So I think I'm going to be up here a little bit later, so I'm going to leave the departing players to a little bit later, but it's such an important, you never have the words to say goodbye, but I'll do my best a little bit later on. So enjoy the night, thank you. And we look forward to a 2025.
Perfect summation there from the head coach. Thank you so much, Trent. Really appreciate it. Now, I know tonight we're going to be acknowledging all the significant achievements right across the club, but let's look ahead to our end game, and that is the Jack Gibson Medal. So named in honour of the Hall of Fame and original super coach who had a long and significant association with the Roosters. The winner is voted by the players and the NRL head coach after each week right throughout the year. So the medal is awarded annually to someone who is consistently on top, a team performer, and based on their individual performance plus their commitment contribution to the overall team. Previous winners of the prestigious medal include most recently Lindsay Collins, James Tedesco, Boyd Cordner, Jake Friend, Mitchell Pearce, Sonny Bill Williams, and Jared Weir-Hargreaves, just to name a few. So throughout the night, we're going to be updating our leaderboard. So let's take a look at where we landed from rounds 1 to 8 of the NRL Telstra Premiership. So there you go. Joey Manu jumps out to an early lead up to round 8, followed closely by the skipper there on 41 points. Victor Radley in the top 3, Luke Keary, Sam Walker and Connor Watson. Those are the players at the top at the moment, but as we know, it is a very long season. Let's throw down to the floor our roving Roosters legend and Hall of Famer, Anthony Minicello, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Yvonne. I've got Sam Walker here, Semi, on the leaderboard. Tell me, you play at such a high level at such a young age. Tell me, what was your mindset coming into this year?
Yeah, it was really simple. We had a sort of a goal throughout the pre-season, and last year missed a fair bit of football. I just wanted to sort of play some consistent football this year, and luckily enough, sort of was able to do that, and thought we were in a really good position, sort of going into that back end of the year, and it was definitely one of the more enjoyable seasons I've had so far.
Excellent, mate. Tell me about injuries. You're in a sling now. You've had your knee operation, in a bit of the walls. Tell me what's happening.
Yeah, I had the ACL recon about a month ago now, and just got a shoulder clean out earlier in the week. So it's a bit tough at the moment, but the next sort of couple of weeks it'll all come good, and it'll be good to go sort of come next year.
Excellent, mate. Well, good luck this evening.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Sam Walker, the walking wounded at the moment, but certainly on the recovery trail. We'll hear from Sam a little bit later through the evening. Thank you very much, Minnie. We'll be checking in with him throughout the evening as well. Okay, now as you can see, all the entrees are on their way if they're not already in front of you. So we're going to have a short 15-minute break, and we'll be back shortly to commence our awards. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Jack Gibson Medal for 2024. Big round of applause for Mixer Sound Machine. They're going to be keeping us entertained right throughout the evening. We might just try and find our places because we are about to commence our first awards for the evening. Before we jump into the awards, I just want to take a moment to echo what Coach Robinson and Peter Newton have already said. And that's just acknowledging the long-standing partnership with Steggles. And Steggles and Sydney Roosters, they've formed such an iconic partnership, and that's going to conclude this year with the longest major partnership in the club's history. So I'd like to invite to the stage to say a few words on behalf of the club, Chief Operating Officer of the Sydney Roosters, Jared Johnston, and Yash Gandhi, the Chief Marketing Officer at Steggles. So let's take a look back at this famous partnership.
Like you say, it's sort of a hand-in-glove sort of thing, the Chickens and Roosters, so It was a nice marriage to start with. And we're proud of a lot of things, actually. We're proud of what the club means. We're proud of the way Nick runs the club, the way Trent and the whole coaching staff, what they're trying to build there. It's more than footy. It's about the values of the club. It's about morals, principles. It's like behaving as good citizens and human beings. We like all of those things. The minor premierships, I think it's been about 4 under Trent's guardianship, and a couple of premierships. So, well, they're great, but we see those as like cream on the cake. But the association, particularly from our family's point of view, what's important is that, the other things off the field, the behavioural aspects, the community stuff, the charity, I don't believe there's any other club in NRL history that's raised as much for charity, particularly children's needs, as us and the Roosters. So we're proud of all those things and lots of other things, yeah.
Thanks very much, all. As has been touched on tonight, as many attendants would be aware, that one of the most enduring partnerships in rugby league history is drawing to a close after 15 seasons together. Steggles has been more than just our front of jersey. They've been a true partner with us in every sense of the word. They've stood alongside us through the highs and the lows. They've shared our victories and they've supported us in our challenges. Their unwavering commitment has extended far beyond the field and they've helped us grow as a club and as a community. Steggles have been the cornerstone of our club since 2010, and together we have shared achievements that no other major partner of any sport in this country has achieved together. Highlights that include 3 NRL premierships, 1 NRLW premierships, and we hope that that'll be added to on Sunday. 3 World Club Challenge titles, 4 minor premierships, 1 NRL Nines title, and NRL finalists in 12 of our 15 seasons together. However, it will be off the field where the partnership will be most remembered. The Steggles Charity Nest was and has been the anchor of the partnership throughout the 15 seasons. For every point that the NRL team won by, Steggles would contribute $1,000 to the Steggles Charity Nest, which supported children's charities. The lives changed through this partnership has been nothing short of extraordinary, and we are incredibly proud of the legacy that's been created. Now, at the conclusion of our partnership, Steggles have raised a staggering $5,573,849. And to be clear on that number is in addition to their very generous support to the club as our major partner. So it is with a sense of deep gratitude that we gather tonight and we acknowledge the remarkable partnership between the Roosters and Steggles. To Yash, to Sean Stevens, the day-to-day operations team at Steggles who bring this partnership to life, we thank you for your passion and for being somewhat an extension of our marketing team. And lastly, and most importantly, to John and Simon Camilleri, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight as they're overseas, we thank you. We thank you for believing us back in 2010. We thank you for being part of our journey, and we thank you for helping us make the Roosters the club we are today. Your contribution to our success will never be forgotten, and your presence will always be part of the Roosters, and we'll always look back on our partnership with immense pride. So Yash, on behalf of us all, we sincerely thank you and the Steggles family, and invite you to the mic.
Thank you, Jared. 15 years ago, we embarked on a journey with the Sydney Roosters that began with a shared belief in something bigger than sport. It was not just about sponsorship or logos, but about how we could use this partnership to meaningfully make a difference together. And what an incredible journey it's been, both on and off the field. What began as an idea of giving back to the community gave birth to the Steggles Roosters Charity Nest, which has now raised over $5.5 million, as Jared just mentioned, for Australian children's charities. But the real magic has been in the stories we've seen unfold, the families we've helped, the smiles we've brought to children's faces, and the sense of community that's grown stronger each year. One of our most memorable moments in this partnership was the Women in League round, where we didn't just celebrate the women in rugby league, but we did something special. We handed our logo on the jerseys and gave the players a chance to honour the most influential women in their lives. I saw firsthand James Tedesco's mum, Rosemary, as you would have seen in that video, with tears of joy in her eyes, seeing her name on Teddy's jersey and what it meant to her. It was truly special. Watching the pride on the faces of the players as they ran onto the field with the names of their mums, sisters, wives, daughters on their jerseys made it clear there was so much more than just a game. It was about values, respect, and paying tribute to those who shape us. None of this would have been possible without the dedication of everyone involved, the wonderful people here at the Roosters Club, the coaching staff, and of course, the team, the players. To everyone who has poured their heart into making this partnership a success, from the family and everyone at Steggles, I want to express my deepest gratitude. It's been a privilege to stand side by side with the Roosters and for those remarkable 15 years. And while this may end, or this may, be the end of our official partnership, the memories and the difference we've made will always remain. So thank you, and I wish you all the very best for the future.
Thanks, Yash. Now we're going to celebrate some of the on-field achievements, and for the last time for this year, we're going to celebrate our Steggles Try of the Year. So at the conclusion of each season, we ask our Sydney Roosters members and fans to vote for their favourite try of the season, and in no particular order, here's our top 5.
Walker. Here they go. Overlap. Manu Dummy. Flick around the corner. There's your magic show, folks.
Manu around the corner. My God, that's ridiculous.
Back to Mafahu White. They cannot make one of them on tackles here. White gets it around. Sanders Smith throws it on the boot. There's a try scoring chance. Manu.
Stop it.
Incredible.
White. He throws an offload and then it's drop kick by Sandon Smith. Still a bit of work to do for Joey Manu, but
Play the ball. Smith. Now Walker. Oh, Sammy Walker. He's got him mesmerised. This is a masterclass in halfback play.
Wave it around. The defence stops. Ball in two hands. Ducks. Get over. And then, well,
Former teammate in Verrills. Now Tedesco tipping it on. Tupanua's pass looks forward. Tupo runs to Kinney. Back on the inside. A ball out the back there from Sandon Smith. Goes in for number 2. Fresh on the field. Nice flick out the back to Angus Crichton, who is gobbling up doubles.
He's 3 metres away from another one. Back to Lenu. Kick here by Kiri. Nawangani to Ase.
Up against Tyrone Munro, who was a tall winger on the Harvey Norman replay.
Go. All fantastic tries, but there can only be one winner, and the Steggles Try of the Year award goes to Sam Walker.
Well, Sam, you got a second round of applause. That was back in round 22. They loved it so much they were still cheering you. The Prince of the Chip and Chase. It wasn't just this one. You did it a couple of times in a man of the match performance in Perth against the Dolphins. Was it as silky as it looked?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest body, so I have to try and find a different way to sort of get around the defence. And yeah, luckily enough, in that game, it sort of came off for me there. Yeah.
You can hear in the commentary, and I think Joey mentions it on the replay. He's got the ball in 2 hands. He's waving it around. The defence is mesmerised. I think Joey was mesmerised. I think everyone now panics when you've got the ball in your hands. To get Try of the Year voted by the fans, I tell you what, they had a stack of tries to choose from this entire season, but this is a nice one for you.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. To the fans proud and all the members out there, thank you guys for the vote, and yeah, enjoy the night, I guess.
Well, I was a little bit confused when I saw you in a sling because I was like, hang on, he got an ACL. What's happening? And then Minnie gave us the update. Thanks, Dr. Minnie. But how are you tracking post-surgery, and when are we going to see you back out there?
Yeah, it was. I was sort of booked in to sort of get the shoulder done no matter what, sort of at the end of the season, and I sort of played the last sort of couple of months knowing that I was going to get it done, and then obviously the ACL was a bit unfortunate, and once it sort of came through the ACL injury and got the surgery done, it was I just it's fine now, and got the shoulder done, and should be good to go sort of June, July next year.
Well, it's worth all the world of hurt that you're going through at the moment because you've got everything to look forward to, and it's certainly your best years in footy are ahead, and we can't wait to see what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Walker.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Yash, and to Jared as well. Okay, let's keep things going. Our next award is the Red Rooster Members Player of the Year, championed by our official membership partner, Red Rooster. This is voted by the members at the end of the regular NRL Premiership season. I'd like to invite Roosters board member Mark Fennessy to the stage, along with long-time Sydney Roosters member Maddie Matter to the stage to award our Red Roosters Members Player of the Year.
Well, on behalf of the club, it's a great honour for our members to be able to determine the Player of the Year. It's a wonderful award, and I'm very pleased to announce that the Members Player of the Year for 2024 is Angus Crichton.
Standing start finds words and Esco's there in support. The captain. Oh, that's a great shot from Crichton. Just right out the backs. Started the settle.
Touchdown, whole city get loud.
Of all things Angus Crichton's achieved with Origin and Test matches and premierships, has he ever played this good? He's always been top-tier talent.
Top-tier talent, my God. What a season it's been, Angus. In every regard, this has just been sheer excellence. The Wally Lewis Medal winner is the best player in State of Origin. The Brad Fittler Medal is the best Blue MVP. Last night, Dalian back rower of the year. Each and every time you stepped onto that field, you played with such confidence and such strength. But I think everyone in this room knows that it's probably the mental shift that's been the most powerful for you. And thank you so much for sharing your journey. But how do you feel now standing right here, having accomplished everything that there is to win in 2024?
Yeah, it's nice. I think I've got to give a big shout out to my teammates. There's no way I can put in my efforts on the weekend without them. And I think we work so hard as a team. And when you work hard as a team, everyone sort of looks a bit better. And that was my case this year. And it's a huge honour to be voted this by the fans. We've got such loyal fans, and they cop a bit of flack for saying that they're not out there week in, week out, but we definitely hear you and we definitely feel you, so thank you guys.
On the fans, have you felt that support? Because I'm imagining over the last 12 months, even a little bit before, you would have found yourself in some lonely spots, but to know that the fans are always there is a massive part of your support pillar.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I guess rugby league in general, they've got so many great people, and I've met so many great lifelong friends along the way, and the fans are there every week for us. And like I said, they cop a bit of flack saying that they don't travel and they're not there in numbers, but Nick will tell you the stats don't lie. We've got so many members, and the home games, they're always showing out. So big love to all of our fans.
Plans for 2025?
Win the comp. I think.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Angus Crichton. That was the only correct answer, absolutely. All right, now this year, for the very first time, we'll be presenting the Sydney Roosters Wellbeing and Educational Award. And this new award is going to recognise and honour an NRL and NRLW player every year that exemplifies excellence not just in their rugby league career, but also in their efforts off the field. And this award acknowledges those who show strong engagement in their education. It celebrates players who maintain a healthy balance between their sporting commitments and their personal development. Most importantly, this award highlights all those forward-thinking players who actively consider life after footy, thoughtfully planning their pathways for a future beyond the game. And this is a symbol of this club's commitment to holistic player wellbeing and growth. Please join me in welcoming to the stage to present tonight's award, Sydney Roosters General Manager of Football Programs, Craig Walker.
Thank you, Yvonne. The recipient of this award has shown remarkable dedication to his personal development, balancing education and career preparation with his club and representative commitments. Most recently, he achieved a significant academic milestone during the off-season, completing his Certificate 4 in Finance and Mortgage Broking in record speed, which followed last year's accomplishment of earning his Certificate 3 in Carpentry. His commitment to his education earned him a spot in this year's NRL Academic Team of the Year. Alongside his educational achievements, he has been an advocate for mental health through his role as an ambassador for Mates in Construction. And through his active participation in the Leader Leadership Program, he is further developing his strong leadership skills. His ability to balance on-field success with off-field endeavours while representing his club, state and country with pride and distinction, makes him a role model for all of us and highlights his thoughtful approach to everything he commits to. It is with great honour that I present the inaugural Sydney Roosters Wellbeing Education Award to Lindsay Collins.
Oh, no, you can go.
No,
you go.
that's even better.
Is it better? Are you
Yeah,
sure?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You can take it whenever you want. You just say so. Because I feel like you've definitely got the intelligence over me. You are the brains and the brawn. I can't believe it. A Cert 4 in record time, finance and mortgage broking, carpentry, NRL Academic Team of the Year, plus just on the side devoting some energies towards the mental health component for mates in construction. That's pretty phenomenal. How do you find the time?
We get enough time to sort of balance it all, sort of thing. It's just managing your time, I guess. But the biggest thing in all of that would probably be the mates in construction, sort of giving back in that sort of area, and being a carpenter and working with Brad and the team there at Mates. It's had the year going out there and doing different parts, and it's been awesome. So
I can see the way you apply yourself to rugby league, that workaholic, that never being beaten on effort areas. You obviously apply that to other areas of your life. What is it that you'd want to say to other young players coming through into the game, is to make sure that you do strive for that balance?
I think that's the biggest part. I don't feel like I need an award for this. I feel like, we have tertiary, we have allowances there to sort of access this sort of stuff, and footy's not forever. It's only a short time of your life, and you need a job afterwards. Even the greats still work. So, in Matty Johns and Darren Lockyer and
Matty doesn't work. Who told you that?
Jonathan Thurston. So they all still work. So you need a job after footy. There is a life after football, and it's just putting those things in place now while you're still playing, make that transition a lot easier.
You know how there's always rumours in the game, and it's what nourishes us, right? We all talk, did you hear about this? And I got told ages ago that you got an OP1, which, for the Queenslanders, people know what OPs are. For everyone else, I guess it's like a 99 in the ATAR or HSC. Is that true?
That is a rumour.
Here I was thinking you were like this genius.
We'll clarify this. I got an OP 24 out of 25.
Did you really?
I really did.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Which is what? ATAR, that'd be like in the 20s or something.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah.
One final thing, Lindsay. I heard that Nate Miles calls you the elevator because you help lift the standards. Is that true?
He called me a couple, but it's nice to be called that, but I don't know. I just go about my business sort of thing, and
The way you lead by example is amazing, so congratulations and continue to do so, and we'll see you back out there roofing and tearing next season.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
All right, our next award is our Sydney Roosters Club Mocker Award, named in honour of Barry Van Heekeren, who gave 50 years of service to the club as a coach, a player, a manager and an administrator. The achievement is awarded to a staff member or official who's been a significant contributor to club life and goes above and beyond at all levels. To announce this year's Club Mocker Award, please welcome to the stage Sydney Roosters Director of Football and club legend, Mitch Orbison.
Thank you, Yvonne. A huge honour for myself to give this award out. These awards normally go to people who are unheralded behind the scenes and help our club be the best version of itself. For the person who received this award, I first met them when they were 10 years old, and the Roosters' DNA runs through their veins. I started as a ball boy in 2013 when the club won its 13th premiership. Started a traineeship as an analyst at the club in 2017, transitioned into full-time in 2018, which coincided with the club's 14th premiership. As of today, his role stands as the academy analyst, junior analyst, NRLW IT support, and anybody who has computer issues. Most importantly, his character represents our great club. It is my honour and privilege to present Dane King.
So I'm not much of a public speaker or a speaker in general, so I'll try and keep this short and sweet. Thanks to Nick and the board for their ongoing support. Also, I'd like to thank Robbo. It's been a journey, hasn't it? To say the least. I'm sure there's plenty of better candidates to be in the role I'm in, but you chose me and I'm always going to be grateful for that, mate. To Dr. Nick, you've treated me like sort of an apprentice, and I couldn't be more grateful for your help. Who else is there? Family, got to mention them. Been very fortunate with the family I've got. I've had my mother work here, my dad helps out, my sister's a Rooster, and my whole family is just Roosters. And it runs in my blood, and I'm so stoked it's at this club. Tate, Cole, Jimmy, you guys are my mates at work and my mates away from work, and I'm very grateful just for the support you guys give me, the ear you guys lend when I'm in a bit of a mood, and so forth. Who else is there? And then this club, how do I put it? I was thinking after our chat today, Robbo, it was one of those moments when you just kind of think to yourself, and I was thinking about there's 17 NRL clubs and over 1,000 sporting clubs in Australia, and every day I count my blessings that I get to call Sydney Roosters my home. Cheers.
Oh my God. Congratulations, Dane. A Rooster through and through. My goodness, couldn't we just bottle Dane and we'd be very, very wealthy indeed. And I've been told you ride the furnace in the coach's box pretty well, and yeah, poor Dane probably gets asked for everyone's passwords. Okay, now, let's turn our attention back to the Jack Gibson medal and pick up from rounds 9 through to 16. Your skipper is now out in front, just ahead of Joey, and Victor still in third. Anthony Minicello is down on the floor.
Bonnie, thank you. I've got Angus Crichton. Angus, mate, what a remarkable year. Bonnie mentioned a couple of your achievements this year, also Dally M second row of the year last night. Some amazing achievements. Talk us back the round, well, not round one, but before that, pre-season. What were some of the goals? What was your mindset moving into the season this year?
Yeah, I think I just wanted to get physically fit, fast, strong, make sure I was putting myself in the frame. Robbo sort of made it, we had a conversation and knew I sort of had to work my way into the side. So at first I just wanted to get in the team, then I wanted to get some more minutes, and then I wanted to get back starting. So yeah, it was a bit of a process and had to work hard and sort of bide my time a little bit, but it was good to finish up there.
Without doubt, I think you're the best back row in the game at the moment. You mentioned next year you want to win a comp, but some of your personal goals?
that's pretty much to the top of my list. That's about it. I think if I'm completely focused on that, and we've got the whole team sort of looking for that, then the other accolades come off the back of it. So to be honest, personally, just same as this year, work hard, get ready to go, and just do my best to help my team win.
Nice, Guzzy. Good luck tonight.
Cheers, mate.
Angus Crichton, the remarkable rise of Gussie has been something to watch and respect right throughout this entire year. Okay, we're going to take another break. Mains are on their way, so let's have a quick break. We'll mingle, we'll relax, we'll catch up with old friends, make some new ones, and we'll be back with some more awards for the rest of the evening. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to continue with our Jack Gibson Medal for 2024. As we find our seats, I'd just like to take a moment to acknowledge the support of the O'Brien family. In honour of the late John O'Brien, who is a lifelong Roosters supporter, along with his wife, Robin, who is graciously here in the room with us this evening. Thank you so much for joining us, Robin. And after a lifetime of supporting the Roosters together from the eastern suburbs, the O'Briens approached the Sydney Roosters in 2020 with a view to financially contribute to the education of young players within the club's Junior Pathways program. Now, John tragically passed away in 2022 and is still remembered and respected in the rugby league community. In 2024, the club and the O'Brien family established a formal scholarship named in honour of John, which will support the educational pursuits of nominated pathways players provide opportunities for those who otherwise would not have had them. So please put your hands together for all the wonderful work and acknowledge the contribution of the very generous O'Brien family and the John O'Brien Scholarship. Okay, our next award for the evening is our Chris Sykes Junior Representative Player of the Year, initiated in 1995. The award carries the name of the late Chris Sykes, one of the club's elite junior players from the early 90s. So to announce this year's Chris Sykes Junior Representative Player of the Year, please join me in welcoming Sydney Roosters board member Yvonne Sampson and former Sydney Rooster club legend, now part of the coaching staff, Mr. Jake Friend.
Evening, everyone. Let me just find the script. So the Chris Sykes Award, to be eligible for this award, nominated players are juniors who have represented our club in either under 17s, under 19s or under 21s. The criteria for the award is that a high performance player with the ability to play first grade exhibits traits of dedication, commitment, coachability, and is a Rooster. The club is very fortunate to have such a quality player on its playing list, and we all look forward to seeing what this player will do in the 2025 season. A little bit on this player, he came through our Central Coast system, our junior Roosters up there. He then made his way down to Sydney. He's lived in the academy units. He's been part of the Sydney-based academy. And then this year was SG Ball, Flegg, reserve grade, and was named in the extended squad for NRL. I think it's a for me, being where I am, to see the growth of the Central Coast system and what they've been sending down to us here at Roosters. The part that Robbo was talking about investing in our youth, I really do believe in them. There is some great players there, and I believe we've got really good people in those systems that, to be honest, do a lot of work for not a whole lot. So I want to give a quick shout out to all of those people. Some are here and some are not. But yeah, this player has come through that whole system, and I believe he'll go on to play NRL for the Roosters and for a long time. So congratulations, Jake Elliott. Jump up. You're on.
Yeah, I'll help. Yeah. Congratulations, Jake. Listening to Friendy talk about all of the qualities you have, all of the potential that they've already identified in you, coming from the Central Coast, being part of this academy, and now really feeling like you're on the cusp of realising your NRL Rugby League dream. It must be pretty special.
Yeah, look, it's pretty exciting. Just a kid from the Central Coast. I think it shows what Friendy and Orbs have done with the academy. I think, you see Blake Steve debut this year, De La Salle debut this year. It just shows the quality they've got and the coaching they're doing for us. So, no, it's outstanding.
What were some of the best parts of your season?
Probably Cup debut, to be honest. It was pretty exciting. Went straight from SG Ball into Cup and then got the win, which was good, and then played under-19s Origin, which was also a cool experience.
Yeah, tell us about the under-19 State of Origin.
No, it was a cool week. Went into camp on, I think, Thursday, so we were in there for a week, and great bunch of boys, great experience, good coaches, and yeah, it was just cool.
So what's the goal setting look like for next year?
Honestly, just play good footy and have some fun. I think that was the key to my footy this year, so hopefully we can just replicate that and see what happens.
We're going to see a lot more of you, Jay. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Brian and Friendy as well. All right, let's move on to announce the 2024 Harry Phipps Rising Star Award. And please welcome to the stage Sydney Roosters board member Andrew Jolliffe on behalf of the Phipps family, Sam Phipps.
Thanks, Vonnie. Harry Phipps, who a number of people in the room would be very familiar with, a great character in the history of this club. And this award is named after him, clearly. He had a long-term association of over 40 years with the Roosters. It's an award, a Rising Star Award, chosen by club coaching staff and the leadership group. The accolade is awarded to the candidate who shows a significant physical and mental aptitude to play NRL and a propensity for accelerated development in order to do that. Former and recent recipients include Siwa, Wong, Joseph, Suoli'i, Sammy Walker, but I think also Latrell, Connor, Orbo, the list goes on, so it's a very clearly prestigious and important award for the club. And this year's winner, deservedly, Toby Rodwell.
Well, congratulations. Already named best back in the SG Ball, now officially a rising star at the Roosters. It's been one heck of a year for you.
Yeah, no, it was a good year. Very honoured and grateful to receive this award this year, and can't thank the club enough, especially to Orbo, Friendy, for this year and during the academy. We get a real big opportunity to train like NRL players, and can't thank them enough.
Is that the academy's greatest asset, is bringing you all together, showing you what it takes to make that cut through into the NRL? And as we already heard, some of the qualities they were looking for is that accelerated growth into the NRL. You have all that potential. You've got everything that you need. Now you've just got to put it all together.
Yeah, definitely. Being exposed to players like Coops, I know he's not here, but Mitch Pearce, as well as Orbo and Friendy, A lot of young players don't get that exposure, and to learn off them is pretty special. Obviously, growing up and watching them's pretty exciting, and then obviously getting to get trained by them is next level.
And you've got a fair pedigree, obviously growing up watching a lot of footy. How's the family supporting and influencing you along the way?
It's been pretty big. Moving away from home was a big step, but they've always come to every game and always showed up and always the first to call and talk to you after games.
Well, it's wonderful to have that love and support, and of course of everyone here at the club. Congratulations, Toby, officially a rising star here at the Roosters.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, up next we have the Arthur Beetson Medal for Jersey Flegg Player of the Year, named in honour, of course, of Arthur Beetson, a true club legend. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage to present tonight's award, son of Arthur, Mark Beetson, and Sydney Roosters Team Operations Officer, Terry Glacier.
Good on everyone. Apologies from head coach David Spon. He's unable to attend tonight, so thanks, Swanee. Give me Terry glasses out. Arthur had a great passion for success in discovering and working with junior talent here at the Sydney Roosters, and it's an honour to present this award tonight on behalf of Swanee. Points for this award are voted by the many players, our head coach and his staff, the club leadership following each game. Points are awarded to the player who shows significant match performance and commitment to the overall team performance. This player has led his team in the same manner as previous winners, Max McCaffey, Jacob Preston, to just to name a few. He was just as awesome off the field as he was on it. I'm humbled and proud to present our 2024 Arthur Beetson Jersey Flegg Player of the Year to Mr. Owen Flaherty.
Oh, and congratulations, my goodness. The Arthur Beetson Jersey Flegg Player of the Year. Obviously, Artie is such a club legend, but he also had a pretty good eye for spotting young talent. What do you think Artie would have made of some of your qualities as a player?
Well, I don't know, to be honest, but it is an honour to be up here after all the people that have received this award, and yeah, pretty surprised, but yeah, really honoured to be up here though.
So I was looking for more stats on your season, and it started as captain and started with a bang, and then I couldn't find you. What happened?
Yeah, so halfway into the season, I actually did a Liz Frank injury in my foot, and yeah, so that was my season done there. But the games that I did play, yeah, we had a special group of boys, and it was just an honour to be out there with them every week. So yeah.
It's a significant injury setback, but what have you learnt about yourself throughout this time?
Yeah, I've never really had a big injury like this one, so obviously learn a lot, but mostly just resilience and getting back to where I was, hopefully. Play some cup next year, that's the goal. So yeah, just hopefully get back to that.
Oh, and no doubt you will be back, and you'll be back bigger and better and stronger than ever before. And we're so happy that you're here with us tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to our next award, the New South Wales Cup Player of the Year. So please join me in welcoming to the stage Sydney Roosters board member and club legend, Luke Ricketson, and another former Sydney Rooster, now head coach of the New South Wales Cup team, Brett Morris.
Beauty. Good evening, everyone. Nick, the board, coaches, players, staff, partners, and fans. Tonight I'm here to talk about the 2024 season for reserve grade and present the reserve grade player of the year. But before I do, I'd like to say a couple of thank yous to the reserve grade staff, two managers, Leah and Kelly. Without you this year, it would have been a very tough year for myself as a first year coach. You guys were outstanding in planning all the logistics of the 2024 season, from pre-season to game day, and I want to thank you for all the effort that you guys put in. Your time does not go unnoticed. To my assistant, Tate Barnes, I want to thank you for all your work you put into the season and helping develop these fine young players that we have. Your passion is second to none, and the energy that you give to every session is outstanding for both staff and players, although sometimes you get a bit too much energy and you have to be pulled back. To my S&Cs, we started with Stevie Driscoll, who unfortunately had to leave to go help the Fiji Silktails at the start. Scotty Cullen took over without any problems there, and obviously with the help of Pete Marmo. I want to thank you guys for getting these boys ready week in, week out. We had a very strong, very fit football team, so I thank you for that. The last ones I want to thank our physios. They had a pretty busy job this year. We used over 50 players throughout the season. So these guys were two of the busiest guys in Luke Esposito and Declan Healy. So I want to thank you for all of your efforts that you had this year for us, as well as Dr. Raymond Kim. Lastly, is Andrew Monahan, our gear guy. I want to thank you for all your help throughout the year. You made it to every session for us, mate. Made sure these boys had all the gear appropriate and were very hydrated. One of the highlights was you falling off your camp chair. So thanks, mate. 2024 season for the New South Wales Cup side. I think it was a year of development for our squad. A lot of these guys were first year out of Flegg, played Flegg, or came through the SG ball system. So there was a lot of learning on how to play against men week in, week out. The handful of senior players we had they were outstanding for us this year, led by obviously Dylan Napper there. Whilst it was challenging throughout the season, as I said, we used over 50 players. We called regularly on our partnership with the Glebe Dirty Reds to use their players, and those guys throughout the year were outstanding for us. Sometimes it made it hard because there were new guys standing next to each other week in, week out, but those guys went above and beyond to help us out throughout the season, and that culminated in those guys winning a competition in Ron Massey, so congratulations to those guys. As I said, whilst it was challenging at times each week, we fielded a side we felt could compete and play a Rooster style of footy that we were proud of. We lost quite a few close ones throughout the year, and I felt at the midway part of the season it didn't portray how well these guys were doing. The last 6 weeks of the year culminated with the boys going undefeated. We played against some of the better teams in the competition, but we played with a style of football that got us really excited moving into next year. The other thing that was really good to see was some of these guys graduate to go on to play NRL, which I look forward to. Hopefully over the next season, a few more will make that step up to make the NRL debut. So to all the players that played for us this year, played or trained, I want to wish you all the best for your futures. The ones that are moving on, likewise, and the ones that are finishing, I want to wish you all the best for your future success in life after footy. Okay, now to get to the player of the year. Okay, this player played the most games for us this season with 20 appearances. He's a very easy player to coach. He doesn't say much, but he is a man of action. He's one of the hardest workers I've seen, both on and off the field, with him regularly turning up from a long day at work to be one of their best trainers every session. Capable of playing big minutes, but also getting through plenty of work. He regularly averaged over 100 metres with a footy and had the highest tackle percentage in the team, and regularly did all the little bits of work that don't go unnoticed by the coaching staff. He's a guy that all players enjoy playing with, as they know what they are going to get week in, week out. As a result, he has earned himself 6 weeks training pre-Christmas with the NRL squad, which is greatly deserved, and I'm looking forward to seeing him train with those guys and take his game to the next level. This year's New South Wales Cup Player of the Year is Taylor Lasalo. Good luck.
Brett just said good luck, so this should be fun. All right. All right, we're in this together. Congratulations.
Thank you.
To hear Brett talk about you being a man of action and bringing that natural power game, what is it that you want to take the next level for your game, especially now you've got this opportunity to show off your wares for 6 weeks against the NRL boys?
Just want to thank you very much for giving me this award, and thank you for the boys that helped me be better and stuff, and thank you all the staff as well. But yeah, I just want to keep improving my game and hopefully get there one day.
You will no doubt get there one day. You've got the work ethic, you've got all of the skills that they're looking for. What can you tell us about that you've learnt off your coach?
Oh, everything. I just probably hard work and stuff, and yeah, just all of that.
So he mentioned that you're able to, the people up the back, they're trying to hear. He mentioned that you turn in a full day's work and then you still show up ready to train hard, and with the huge turnover of players, 50 players all up that you used, and that inconsistency, but how did you keep on top of your game?
Oh man, this is my life. You just gotta do what you gotta do, you know? It is what it is. But yeah.
All right, well, should we put him out of his misery? All right, congratulations, everybody. Taylor, what a star. Keep an eye out. We'll see him in the NRL next year. Okay, we are 3 days away from Rugby League's biggest day, the 2024 Grand Final. And on Sunday, the Roosters will take on the Sharks in the NRLW Premiership game. So please welcome to the stage some very special guests who have taken time out of their Grand Final week preparations. And of course, they've had a week full of launches, full of festivities, and scooping the pool at last night's Dally M Awards. Please welcome NRL head coach John Strange and Roosters star Corbin Baxter. Well, congratulations, Grand Final bound. My goodness, Corbin pulling the double shift from the Dallies. Can I just begin by saying a massive round of applause for Corbin, who handled it beautifully. She carried the evening. We're so lucky to have you as part of our Fox League crew, so thank you so much. What was it like for you to be able to share that moment on stage with Olivia?
It was really special. You know, I was pretty much just a friend and a fan out there last night, and to have so much representation from the Sydney Roosters was awesome, and to get all of our girls into the Team of the Year and then Liv winning the big one, I was, so proud of her. She's had such a big year. Oh, she's had a really good couple of years, actually. I think it's been building, and she topped it off perfectly, and she really deserved that Dally M Medalist Award last night.
And John, this must have been a really proud coach moment for you. You had 4 Roosters honoured in the Team of the Year. Your captain and centre of the year, Isabel Kelly, Millie Elliott in the forwards, Keely Davis as hooker, and Olivia as a second rower, and obviously named overall as best and fairest. That's a fair representation from the red, white and blue. No surprises to you though, I'm guessing.
Yeah, obviously, and all warranted as well. We had 6 girls nominated, and those 4 to get those awards, and obviously, as you said, with Liv picking up the major one. She's an outstanding player, like a back row sort of middle player. I don't normally get those accolades, those awards. So it's a real testament to how she's played this year. She has changed the game. She's always been a really smart ball playing back rower, but she's taken on a real lead coming out of yardage. Similar to, I spoke at the start of the year about introducing that into a game, and not just because we're at the Roosters here, but I sort of spoke about Boyd and what he did when his team here at the Roosters are hemmed in a corner. That play 2K when the defence all squeezed up and they want to build it, was Boyd was the one that was dragging it. So I think she's really done that for the team. So for her to get that award, just so excited for her.
to be able to be here at a club and have a living, breathing example and proof of how I need you to approach the game. And just as athletes, not just because we want to play like the men, but because I need you to adopt this strategy and skill set into your own game. I can tell you are a hardcore coach, John. I love it. Straight into coach speech. I'm so into it. But for you, how do you then urge and encourage a player to evolve their own game?
Yeah, well, I think it's really important as a coach. You recruit players and you recruit on a few different things, you know, around their talent, their ability, but it's also the attitude. So it's really important in that regard, but also you've got to look at the players' strengths that they bring naturally. So we always want to improve every player to be the best they can, but then when you look at the strengths that they got, and Liv Koenig's a perfect example as a ball playing forward, so we want to encourage that. So I think that's the key, to just encourage the girls' strengths that they naturally bring, as well as playing within the team cycle as well.
Some of the challenges you faced this year, let's kick off right off the top. Yeah, and not to make an example, but it was the worst luck in the world, Corbin, with your injury in the trial. Firstly, how did you deal with that setback?
Yeah, it was really tough because obviously I came back last year after having my son, and I was really happy with the season that we had and was just keen to get back and go back to back with another really big season. We fell short last year, so I was keen to hopefully, you know, be part of this week. And yeah, getting injured in the trial match, it was devastating really. I thought that I had a really good pre-season and felt really supported by the girls and John, and yeah, you don't want to miss footy. You play rugby league because you love it, and I've missed a couple of seasons due to a few different things, so just wanted to have another solid season. But you know, footy's always there, and I've felt really supported throughout the whole process. It's been tough, but you know, the girls have had my back, Strandy's had my back, and to be able to experience this as a teammate still and going to grand final with the girls, I'm really proud of them as a friend and a teammate, and I still feel just as part of it.
Yeah, so special that you still feel very connected because you are very much seen as part of this team. John, you had no time to pivot. What were your options?
Yeah, well, obviously it was a challenge. Like, it was the first year that we organised to have a trial in NRLW, like every other team did last year, and I steered away from it
No
with
more
injuries.
trials
So
from
yeah,
you
no
then?
more
No
trials.
more
We canned
trials.
those. Within the space of 5 minutes, obviously Corb's got injured, ruptured her ACL, so I moved Bridie Parker into that position. Then she broke her arm. So it was a bit of a challenge a week leading into the season, especially with Corb's training in a dual role with Isabel Kelly. It was going to be a 5'8" fullback rotation, attack and D, and it was working really well in the pre-season. So that made it a little bit of a challenge, obviously losing Corbs and what she brings to the team. With being such a leader and well respected, then we had to, week out from round one, sort of change things. So I kept Izzy at 5'8". It didn't really work because we lost that sort of ball playing role that Corbs were going to do. So we stuck with that for a couple of weeks and then sort of bumped them around a little bit until we were probably about round 5. I think we were happy, but and it's a testament to all the girls. Like, we've had quite a few injuries. Shorten Burton, who's sitting over there as well, who did her ACL last year. She was hoping to come back, but tore a hamstring in a rehab, so she was out. And Leon Asio was ruled out as well with the season-ending injury. So for me, this season's been great because last year we had a lot of injuries, and right at the end we made the prelim. I don't think we were really ready to take on the Titans because we hadn't really experienced going through the hardship. It just all fell apart at the end. So the fact that we had injuries from the very start, and then each week we're getting some injuries and rotating players, there was a real resilience that was built within these girls this year, and it's a testament to who they are. They're really strong-minded girls, and so it's no surprise they've ended up playing in the last game of the season because of the mindset that they have.
Yeah, the smarts and the IQ and the adaptability to make adjustments on the run, to have a plan B and C and to have it all executed at the same time, that must be a dream for you to watch unfold out there, especially when you've got leaders who can make that decision on the fly. John, you were part of their inaugural premiership. Why can you do it again on Sunday?
Oh, look, there's a real... the girls we connected that year was slightly different, but we started off... we lost our first couple of games and worked on combinations again and then built to be really strong and connected as a group. Obviously, Corbs was the captain and leader that season. So this year it's felt similar in a way where they've had to sort of experience different players coming in and out and build some resilience, to play in a real tough mindset sort of style. So I'm really confident in who we are at the moment and how we're approaching the game. There's no shortcuts. We've got some really talented players, but the mindset is we've got to earn the right to play footy, and that's what the girls have been doing over the last month. But saying that, the Cronulla have got an outstanding roster. There's internationals scattered all over. They've got a lot of sevens players that have come over, who can break the game open. So we're certainly not going in, or I'm not going in, and the players thinking we've got this one. We know that we've got to work hard to earn it, and hopefully be in there at the end of the game to get it.
Corbs, what's the plan for the next few days with the family?
Oh, we're just geared up for a big weekend of footy. There's obviously not being in the playing group for this big event. I've got a few off-field things that have been going on, so keeping myself busy with that, which has been fun. There's always stuff to do and a lot of family time, which has been nice too. But yeah, just really excited for the girls.
And John, your family obviously will be there.
Yeah, my daughter, still talking to me now. I had to make a decision after last week's game that she dropped back to the bench, but we had Jess just come back in, who'd been out injured. So so she'll be there. My wife will be there. My son will actually go and watch. I think my wife's going to drag him to the footy. So yeah, look.
On Ethan, just quickly, I was lucky enough to go and host the Raiders awards ceremony as well, and he's a star. You should be so proud. What an amazing year and responsibility he stepped into for Ricky and the Raiders.
Yeah, I am really proud of him. He's a really well balanced, sort of calm kid. And he's handled everything in his stride. I'm sort of in awe of him, to be honest, of how he's handled himself and played. And he just wanted to settle in, defend, first and foremost, and then let things take care of himself. So yeah, I'm really proud of him. So hopefully I can wrangle him back to this club at some stage.
Just have a word with a few people over this side of the room.
Go and see what Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. John, best of luck on Sunday, but you are the busiest coach that I know of. You've also just taken on the Tongan women. Yes, congratulations. No, we're not supposed to say that?
I did, but it was I have too much going on here at the club, so
okay.
I withdrew. So sorry, I should have tipped you.
No, that's all right. I get things wrong all the time. That's fine. Nothing new here. Cooper's like, yes, I know, Super Saturday is a total drag. Best of luck on Sunday. This has been such a remarkable season in so many ways, not just for the NRLW, but for the Roosters, being able to do it through so much adversity, and you're still there on the biggest day that the game can offer, and you're in with a shot to bring home another premiership. So congratulations, we'll be cheering you on.
Thanks, Bonnie. Cheers.
Okay, we're up to a really important part of the evening, one that I've been looking forward to, and I know many of you have as well. Now, many of you have joined us here tonight to celebrate, just for one last time, many of our Roosters departing the club at the end of this year. And there is, of course, just one player that I will invite to the stage shortly just to say a few words, but who's left a legacy like no other in the Sydney Roosters. A man who is rightfully respected and feared in every single corner of the rugby league world. Jared Waerea-Hargreaves leaves the Roosters and the NRL and it really feels like he's the last of his kind. We're never going to know another Jared Waerea-Hargreaves. This evening we bid farewell, we reflect on his incredible journey, one of a player who has defied toughness and leadership, whether it's the ferocious moments on the field, whether he looks into the stands with blood streaming from his head to his heart, or the humour and the camaraderie that he brings to training. Jared has been a leader, he's been a mentor, and an example to all. From the moment Jared arrived at the Tricolours, it was clear that he was someone very special. In his very first season, he featured in the grand final, a testament to his immediate impact. By his third season, Jared had claimed the club's highest honour, the Jack Gibson Medal, in 2012. 5 years later, he took home the James Matthews Clubman of the Year, a fitting acknowledgement to both his on-field ability and the person that he is off the field. But perhaps his most remarkable achievement has been setting the all-time record for the most capped Rooster, 308 appearances in the iconic red, white and blue. That number just doesn't represent games. It represents heart, it represents passion, and a career built on hard work and dedication. For 16 seasons, he has set the tone for this forward pack, leading the club into 4 grand finals, claiming 3 premiership titles, and lifting 3 World Club Challenge trophies. There are 308 reasons why Jared Waerea-Hargreaves may well be the very best front rower to ever play for this club. And his legacy is now forever etched alongside Roosters greats like Arthur Beetson and Ray Steer. Safe to say, Jared has an appetite for the gore. The harder the hit, the better he liked it. It's easy to say that that's old school, but Jared stayed ahead of the game. He evolved his own game, looking forward to cutting down any of those young bulls hoping to make a name for themselves. He retires undefeated, like a champion heavyweight deserves to. His career is not just something that we've all watched, it's something that we've all felt. And Jared has set the tone for an entire generation of Roosters. An impact not just on the record books, but one to the core of this club's culture. It's clear that Jared is more than just a rugby league player. He's a Rooster, and he's become a cornerstone of this club's identity, and will leave a mark not just on the game, but on us all. Please welcome to the stage to say a few words, Roosters board member Andrew Crawford and NRL head coach Trent Robinson.
It's an honour to speak about Jared just for a couple of minutes. I was going to start with a story about Jared about 16 seasons. Not many people would know that he was lucky to make it through his first season. It was 2010. There was a few wild haircuts and fake earrings, and he was a different character who walked into the building. But there was a time when multiple times where we sat in the video room and you could oversee the car park at the SFS, and Jared had, we'd all be sitting in the video room about to start and Jared would drive in late. It happened on more than one occasion, and the Roosters at the time threatened to fine him $25,000 the next time he turned up late. And if anybody knows Jared, $25,000 is like $1 million to someone else. So he got a really early lesson in what it meant to be at the Roosters, and he slowly started to change his ways on his timing and discipline to where he is today about setting the standard day in, day out, and holds the standards high for our club. I think the greatest accolade I can give Jared, being the warrior that he is, you often see people change, especially the way that Jared plays. It's hard to hold that. Often you see people play that way when they're young and reckless, and then when they get money or when they get their family, they start to soften and they start to mould into more of a reliable player and a good player, but they start to play longer minutes but tone down their attitude. But I think that's what we all admire, his ability to hold that warrior attitude, learn to flick the switch, and then and that's also at training. He does that at training for us against the young guys coming through, and he sets a tone. And we have a saying at the Roosters, the true warrior is when you can spill blood in the morning and carry your baby in the afternoon. And I don't think there's anybody that typifies that more than Jared. So I'd like, for us all to stand up and welcome Jared to the stage.
I'm the last of my kind.
Oh, he took the shot there.
I'm the last of my kind.
Oh, man. Where do I start, guys? Honestly, thank you so much for this evening. To Nick, the board, none of this is possible without you guys, honestly. To see how much this club means to you guys has that reflection on us as players. You know, Nick, you stand there through winter when it's raining, the darkest evenings, you know, you don't have to be there, but just shows us players how much the Roosters mean to you. So for us, mate, we're forever grateful. Thank you to the board, to everyone else, to the coach, Robbo. Mate, where do I start? It's been a hell of a ride. Mate, honestly, the amount of challenges that you've given me, it's made me be the player I am today. So honestly, Coach, thank you, Thank you very much. You've guided me, mate. You've guided us as players. You've guided me amongst my time here at the club. I'm just truly forever grateful also. So thank you to all the staff, man. Where do I start? The guys that have gone before, Travi, Fitz, the guys that we love, we lost, but Steph, Ads, thank you guys, man. Without you guys getting me out on that field each week, that love that you put into my body, myself, I wouldn't be able to be the man I am. So thank you guys. To all the women involved in our organisation, Auntie Kath, Cal, Leah, Alex, Dee, been there since day one. So thank you, Without you guys within our building, it wouldn't be the same. So yeah, thank you guys very much. I love you guys. Thank you, man. My missus just told me to take a few breaths, so it's kind of working as well. So it's all right. But thank you, babe. Yeah, the women. Then I've got like the corporate, guys. You guys are such an amazing team. You guys work so well together. You guys are down the other end of the building, but you guys always make us feel welcome when we come through and say what's up. So thank you guys. To the former players, the boys, Boydo, Orbs, Friendy, Mincat, Coops. Man, where do I start, boys? I think that's why we do it, right? We do it because we love it, but we also do it because you want to be successful. So to get that opportunity with you guys early and then later on in that career, that's what drove me to fulfill this dream. So I thank you guys. There's so many memories that we'll cherish forever, and I'll be forever grateful. And I'm looking forward to what's next in life as well. I'm really looking forward to, what's next, man, for our babies to grow old. And it was funny, I was with Coops the other day. Our sons were at the park. It just made me reflect on a moment that him and I have shared it on the footy field, obviously a bit of success, but for the next generation to come through and see our boys loving footy and talk about Roosters, that was a moment that I will cherish forever as well, bro. It's why we do it, man. So thank you, Thank you to the boys. We fell short this year, but it's been a hell of a year. To our skipper, Ted, Kez, man, love you guys. Thank you guys for everything. Obviously, I said before, it wasn't the year we wanted. Fell a week short, but there's so many cherished moments that we'll always remember as well. So to you guys, to the fans, thank you. Thank you for letting me have this moment. I love you guys very much. That's it.
Congratulations, Jared. I think we deserve a toast.
Yeah.
Surely. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able...
Can I...
Yes, you can do whatever you want. This is your moment.
Sorry, I got a bit caught up there after the supporters. To my family, yeah, like shit. Babe, to my wife, to my 3 beautiful kids. It's the reason why I do this. You've provided me this amazing opportunity at this club, my darling. It's given us this amazing life, and I couldn't have done it without you. So you've been my rock. I love you very much, and it's meant the world, babe. So to come home to you every day, to make life so much more enjoyable and easy. I just want to thank you, I want to thank you for being the rock of our family, for giving us this opportunity at life. So thank you, my darling. Thank you, guys. Let's have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, just one toast before he goes. Please raise your glass if you are able to Jared, and thank you so much for everything. Mwah.
Have a good night. Thank you so much.
My goodness, Jared Weir-Hargreaves. I knew we forgot something. It was the family. He got there in the end. I'm going to invite Trent Robinson back onto the stage because, of course, Jared is just one of many players who are farewelling the Roosters. And we have a whole class of them. Coach, if we invite them up one by one, and as they make their way to the stage, if you could give us some stories that you're willing to share about them on the way up. So let's begin with the wonderful Luke Keary.
And Luke. It was for him to come in 2017 and change the shape of our attack in that year, but also the tenacity that he plays with. And then to go on and win the Clive Churchill and steer our team. He's been a leader for us. He's been the brains of our team since 2017 with some help from a couple of others. But he is a really, really top man and he's added so much value to our club. So well done, Kez.
Joey Manu.
Joseph Manu. I think we can all agree how great it is to watch Joey play. He's a beautiful player. That's the way that he plays, the way that he dances on the field. He's softly spoken, but there's, as they say in his country, there's mana about the man. He carries it with him. He has character, true character, and there's some footy left in Joey.
There's plenty left for Joey. Joseph Akuso Suoli'i.
Sue. Where are you, Sue? Come on down. He's just getting started. He started at 17 and now he's 21, all of 21. We talked about it yesterday. He's 21 years of age. He's only just done his apprenticeship at 21, and there's a lot of footy in his life to go. I'd like to see the return journey at some stage with the Roosters, but the man's on a great path, and we love him here.
Satili Tupanua.
Dills came across as a young kid like Joey, came into the SG ball team and progressed through, played his 100 games this year. He's a firebrand. He runs with passion and hits with passion, and he's a really popular member of our squad. So, really love the fact that Dills has played his 100 games this year, and there's a lot of footy left.
Michael Jennings.
Yeah, these next two, Jenko. This is, we all remember the guy won us a grand final. You know, the way he scored that try at that point in time at 2018, 73 minutes into the game, and no one would have got there except for Jenko with his speed. Knocked himself out on that occasion, scoring the try. But then it goes full circle. He comes back. We copped a lot of heat about getting Jenko back in the building, but we know the man he is. And it was time for us to give back to Jenko and get his life back in order. To see the way that he is with his family, play 300 games in the NRL this year. He's left on his terms.
Last and certainly not least, Dylan Napa.
The choir boy, Dylan Napa. There was a certain reason I wanted to get Naps back. He abused his body, as they say, on and off the field for many years for the Roosters. But his energy that he brought to this club was one of the reasons we wanted to get him back. He has such a light and funny and positive energy, but he also knows what it takes to play rugby league, and there's an intelligence there. And so when he was finishing his career, for us to get Naps back, he has had a huge impact on our dressing room. To play a couple of games and finish in the NRL jersey in the Roosters was really important. And then...
Sorry, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
So it's great for him to finish in a Roosters jersey, but it's also it's not his time at the club. So it's our version of Kramer. So that's our Naps.
Beautifully surmised. Thank you so much, Trent Robinson.
Thank you, Trent. It's about time.
Have you all got your microphones? You can hold on to that one. Have you all got your
I
microphones?
don't feel like I should hold on to this.
Yeah, well, let's kick off with you.
Manu, can you sign it?
I'll start with you. I've known you for such a long time, and everything that Robbo said was true. You have abused your body beyond belief. You know what?
Wait, on the field?
Oh, both, mate. We know.
I don't remember on the field.
There's evidence. Let's start with your favourite moments as being a Rooster. I'll start with my favourite moment of you being a Rooster. And it was that game against Souths. And everyone immediately knows what I'm talking about. It was back in 2016. You demolished Sam Burgess like it was no big deal. You took on the entire forward pack and tore them apart. You played the full 80 minutes. You made 40 tackles.
Come in.
This could be anything. This could be absolutely anything. That's my favourite moment of you as a Rooster. What's yours?
Probably day one. I didn't expect to play one game, and then I get to play with all these guys and their partners. Oh, sorry.
None of them want to make eye contact with you.
Sorry.
They don't even want to look at you.
Oh no, the redhead, trying to be the funny guy again. Honestly, I didn't think I would play one game, so my debut would be definitely how are you?
One more from you, Dill. I think my second favourite moment is watching you walk down Oxford Street in your full kit the morning after the grand final. Is that 18?
Well, the thing is, sorry, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Boys, help me out here, man. I've been put under the pump. Yvonne, at that moment in time, I I was dressed by MJ Bell. I got Duck Muns on.
Thank you. Dylan Narper, everybody. No, you got to stay. Sit down. Keep your pants on and sit down.
I would never put my pants.
Pass the microphone on, please. Jenko. Yeah. You know what? Go down, sit with Jenko. That's a good idea. Who's responsible for him tonight? Who's on that liability? Michael, you've joined a very rare and special group in the 300 Club. It's all right. We're good. We can shuffle along. Just make space for him. He doesn't want to sit down here. Everybody move closer. That's all right. I love how this doesn't faze any of you either. You've seen it all before. They're like, yeah, run of the mill. Michael, congratulations. 300 games. That's a phenomenal feat.
Thank you.
How significant was that moment for you to be able to do that in a Roosters jersey?
Yeah, it was very special. I think the most special part about it was having my kids there. I think everyone knows I get real emotional when I talk about my kids. So just to have them there on the field, it was a very special moment. So I'm glad I got to do it in a Roosters jersey, and I'm very grateful.
You're in a really powerful position to offer the perspective, because we've got Flegg, we've got SG Ball, we've got rookies in the room, and you're right at the other end of the spectrum. And this game can offer you the world. But what matters in the end?
I think for me, it was the little moments. This year was a very special moment, and I spoke with Robbo, and it's like every moment I took for granted when I was actually playing. So I think when I speak, hopefully I had an impact on players that I played with, and some sort of impact that I hope that I helped them out in any way. So yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. Satilla, you've been a Rooster since your debut. What was that, 6 seasons ago? Robbo spoke about bringing up your 100th milestone as well, and just the power and impact that you have in your natural game. What have the Roosters, how has being a Rooster changed you?
I think I said it before. Just the way Robbo and the boys have allowed me to sort of play my style. I didn't think if I was to started at any club, my career would have turned out the way it was. I think it's more so off the field too, the family, how they're family orientated, and how they just made me feel welcome, and I knew straight away that I wanted to be a Rooster forever. I mean, forever, but as long as possible.
And of course, you'll catch Satili Tupanua in the Bulldogs next year. Mate, you love Belmore. It's fine. Satili, is there anyone you'd like to thank for your time here?
I think there's a lot of people. I'm not going to go saying names, but just like Jazza, Nick and the board, Chen and all the coaches, physios, strength and conditioning guys. I'll come say thanks to you guys individually, but just to everyone in the club, like Jazza said, all the women, Kath, Leah, Cal, Alex, everyone, and last but not least, the brothers that I go to war with every week. I'm going to miss playing with you guys, but know that we'll continue to catch up off the field.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much. Joseph Akuso Suali'i, the boom rookie, delivered on all the potential. The schoolboy that everyone wanted, the Roosters got you, and you returned all of their goodwill and their kindness and their investment in spades. And it has been such a privilege to watch you grow over the last couple of years. And we know that you have the world at your feet, and we know that you will have the most incredible journey, and hopefully one day you'll find your way back to the Roosters. But how has it been just beginning your journey here?
Yeah, honestly, it's gone real quick. I think, geez. I think I was in year 12 when I first come across. I spoke to Nick and Robbo, and my heart said this is where I wanted to be. And ever since then it's gone so fast. But I've taken the journey of learning from so many people, the coaches, the older boys, Joey, Kez, Toosh, Jazza. I feel like I've learned so much just about myself as a person, and it's gone way too fast.
It has flown. It feels like we were just getting started, and you've already seen some of the challenges that the game can throw your way. How did you feel the support here at the club?
Yeah, I feel like I had a lot of challenges off the field as well as on the field, and just the club, the ladies in the club, Auntie, Kath King, Leah, Kel, Leah, everyone just helped a lot, and I think just being at this club, it's an honour.
So could you be a Wallaby as early as the next few weeks? Are you joining on the spring tour?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to say much.
That's all right. We won't tell anyone. That's all right. It's just us.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen yet, but just I've got a camp coming up soon.
He told me he's playing.
So I do have a question that you can answer. When your new rugby union friends ask about us leagueies, what are you going to say?
I honestly think this game is one of the toughest games you can play, especially the Roosters way. I think that's probably the thing I want to say the most.
Well, hopefully you will find your way back here one day, and I know the invitation will always be open. What a star you've been already. Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Suolegi. Joey Manu, the Golden Boot champion, the Premiership winner, the all-round class act. You've played with such skill, and Robbo mentioned it, that you kind of still had this beautiful grace and dance to your game. You never lost any of that cadence. I thought Father Time was undefeated, but not with you. Feels like you love and attack the game the same way you did on day one.
I've always loved playing sport, and that's just sort of the way I grew up. Playing sport in the backyard there, and then obviously coming to a place like the Roosters, and the teammates and coaches that I have, they've made my job easier, and they just really made me love the way I play, and love the style that I try to play, and it's been awesome. It's been good time, and there's nothing better than playing in the Roosters jumper.
What has been your favourite part of it?
There's been heaps. Debuts, some of these boys I played with, SG Ball grand finals, and 20s grand finals. So I've known these boys for a long time, and like I said, just pulling on the jumper each week is something I never took for granted, and I can't really pick out a one particular moment, but just turning up every day in the office and being a Rooster is pretty special.
Who do you want to thank for all your time here?
Nick and the board. Really grateful for them. Have someone like Nick at the top of the club. It's easy to do what we do. We see how passionate he is. Obviously, Robbo came in here pretty young, and leaving as a man, and he's taught me a lot of things on the field, but also off the field. Past coaches, Fitzy, Travi, Kingy, a lot of the coaches, and also the physios, and they do a lot of work behind the scenes, and like I said, the boys, they make me look good out there, and I've known some of these boys for a long time now, so I'm gonna miss playing with them, and also my family. They love the place. They never wanted me to leave, but I'm super grateful for them, and the ladies in the club remember coming over straight out of high school, and Kath pretty much took me in straight away and looked after me. So all those ladies in the club has helped me, and yeah, also my wife. Super grateful for her. She lets me do my thing, and yeah, she lets me enjoy my time, and she holds it down at home. And yeah, if it wasn't for coming to the Roosters, I probably would have never met her. So I'm super grateful for the Roosters, and now we've got a special little baby, and I'm super grateful for her too. So yeah, a lot of thank yous, but just super grateful for everyone.
It was beautifully said, beautifully said. Just one last question. So we've got Satili, Sue and Joey. As the band's not breaking up, right? Like, we've got the next big, hottest music item sitting on the lounge right here. When's the rap album out?
Yeah, nah. obviously we're leaving, but Siwa's still holding it down here. But yeah, we're looking for some future talent. Hopefully there's a little academy going on with Auber and Nugget that's running, so we'll see how we go there. But yeah, we'll put out some tracks soon.
Do you have a name?
Nah, we haven't actually. Still trying to think of something.
How are we going to download the music? All right, well, let us know. Let us know.
Thank you.
All right, Kez, last certainly not least, you arrived here full of rage, like every South Sydney player, right? Like, just raging at the world, raging at the game, and you've changed so much. You know, you've added 2 more premiership rings. You won the Clive Churchill. You've represented. You played international footy, represented your state. More importantly, you've become a husband and become a father. All these significant milestones, all done here at the Roosters, and made you the man that you are today.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today actually. Like, from the day I got to this club, and I was saying it with Amy, it has been the best time of our life. Like, it's 7 or 8 years, and like you said, we've been able to start a family, settled down in the east, got to play the best footy of my life with some of the best people I've ever met. So yeah, I just cherish the last 7 or 8 years. It's been a hell of a ride, and I wouldn't change anything about it, honestly.
It feels like it was the best decision you ever made, and it was the making of you in many, many ways. What do you think? What memories will you hold the most close as the years go by?
Yeah, I think I reckon I'll look back in 10 years and it was the best decision that I've ever made. And my wife will say the same thing. My mum and dad, our family loves this club so much. They've treated us so well. They've given us every opportunity to succeed, and we had some great success here. Even the years that we haven't, we've fought hard all the way to the end. So, like I said, I've just loved every single minute here, and yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
There were moments watching you play and through injuries and concussions, and I thought, he's going to be one of those guys that doesn't get the decision, who doesn't get the chance to make this decision to leave. I didn't know if that was going to be in your control, but you did. You made it happen. You found a way. You dedicated yourself to the craft of footy, and you made sure that you left the game the way that you wanted to walk away.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a bumpy one. Obviously, the concussions were probably the well publicised ones. There were a few injuries and surgeries in between it, but yeah, I felt like I was supported the whole way through. Like, I think about the club, I think about Robbo, Nick, the whole board, I felt a lot of support. Our medical staff, our doctors, they've taken care of me so well through here, and yeah, it is. There was times there where I thought maybe it would get to a point where it got taken out of your hands, and we've seen it with a few of our greats. It got taken out of their hands. So I'm so happy that I got to make the decision to kind of finish up, and I know I can look myself in the mirror and know that I gave every single bit of myself to this club, and I can say I didn't have anything left to give them next year.
Yeah, the decision to retire, was it a hard one?
The fake retire.
The fake retire.
No, it was, honestly, it was, but I knew straight away. I just knew that I was getting to that point where I just couldn't be at my absolute best, and I know at this club you need to be at your tippy top, you need to be at your peak, and I just didn't think I was going to be able to give them that next year. Like, obviously, I'm going overseas to play, and but I knew I couldn't give this club what they needed in a 5'8" next year. So it was difficult. It's really difficult for us as a family to leave the place that we love, the place we live, the place our kids have grown up. But we'll go on a little adventure and we'll end up hopefully back here in a year or two.
Yeah, you'll love it. It'll be such a fun adventure for your family. It was really emotional to watch you and Jared, especially at Amy Park, and I could tell that was probably the moment that it all sort of hit home for you, that was your last day as a Rooster officially. And I think it was also beautiful to see all the other players from Melbourne and, of course, Craig Bellamy respond in respect and to talk about how much he admired both you and Jared. Have you had that response from the rest of the NRL?
Yeah, I think that was a tough one, obviously, just to know it was your last time, especially with a lot of these boys that I've played such a long time with, even these boys sitting next to me that was never going to get that chance again, never going to get that chance to pull the jersey on, never going to get that chance to run out with Jazz. Or maybe he might come get me next year in Hull somewhere. But yeah, it is. It's an emotional one because you put so much of yourself into it. Your family puts so much emotion, and everything goes into the jersey and the club. And yeah, for it to end that way too was really disappointing. We had a great season, but as I said, we just couldn't quite get it done against those two teams. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see, especially Melbourne, kind of stay out there and pay a bit of respect to Jazz and myself. But yeah, it was more just pretty disappointed and then sad to know that you're not going to be able to play for the club and with these boys again.
Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, I did a lot of thanking in that video, but obviously, firstly, my wife. She's been there since the very first day I played NRL at South. She's been through this whole journey. We've felt like we've grown up together. Like we've had kids together at this club. We got married. We're really settled now. So I want to thank her. My mum and dad have supported me the whole way through. And then, like the boys said, Nick and the board, the whole Chairman's Club, the support that we feel and receive from them, it's probably like no other club. They've given us opportunities. Some of the trips we've been on, World Club Challenges, Vegas last year, they're some of the best memories I'll ever have. Robbo definitely got to this club, and I was kind of in that bit of my career where I was wavering a little bit, and he taught me how to play first grade and how to kind of make an impact on games. And I'll be mates with him for life. He's been a great coach for me. He's been a great mate too. So I got a lot of people to thank. I'll get to them, but the support staff that has surrounded the team over many years, the corporate staff off the field. There's so many great people at this club. I think every single player up here has mentioned the women we have at this club, and they're such special people. Kath, Alex, Kel, Leah, Dee. They make this club what it is. So yeah, and also the supporters. It's we wouldn't have this game without you, and I know the boys are pumped to have you here tonight too. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please, a massive round of applause. They have given us all of the highlights over so many years. Your departing class of 2024. Huge round of applause. Thank you, boys. Jeez, I was worried about you there for a sec. Okay, we've got two more awards for the end of our evening. It's time now to award the James Matthews Clubman of the Year. Oh, Luke, sorry. Luke Keary, sorry. I was supposed to keep you up on stage. Luke, could you please join us back on stage as we welcome in Sydney Roosters board member Mark Burris and Luke Keary to present the 2024 Clubman of the Year.
Thanks, Vonnie. I think it's fair to say that Vonnie's done a brilliant job, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. The Clubman of the Year, and as a good example of the Clubman of the Year, we've seen a great number of players, great players in this club, and a great example of that is Jared Hargraves. So the Clubman of the Year award is a very important award. And this award is in memory of a late player, James Matthews. It was initiated in 1995, and I'd like to welcome this evening, James's mother, Sue, who is here with us. So if we just give her a round of applause. The major criterion for this is actually, if I just said this award is best described by people like Jared Hargraves, that's probably the best way of describing it to you. But I'll just give you a little bit of an idea about it. It goes to someone who is a true team player and a significant contributor to all aspects of club life, and in particular the values of this club. And I think we've heard a lot about the values of this club from all the players who've been on this stage tonight. This particular individual upholds those values, dedicates themselves to these values, plays the game with composure, toughness and fairness. This player is extremely dedicated to his self-improvement and has a genuine interest in the wider club community. And it is a continual process, and not just it happens once in their lifetime, not just happens once in their career with this club. It happens all the time. It's a continual one. So this year's winner of the Clubman of the Year is Connor Watson.
Congratulations. I'll let you take the mic. I just wanted to have a quick chat with you because you are one of our favourites, and all of your dedication and the meaningful work you do away from footy isn't lost on anyone, and I'm so glad that we were able to see some of your best footy this year and for you to be able to play State of Origin and obviously jump in and represent the Roosters in any capacity that they asked for you. It didn't matter if it was wing, prop, hooker, you are a one-man shop when it comes to rugby league needs. So congratulations, Connor, and I'll let you take it from here.
Thank you. I don't really know what to say. I'm really honoured just looking at some of the names of the guys who have won this award, and I just think how much this club means to me as well. You guys showed a lot of faith in me last year. Was sort of been out for a long time, and you put your faith in me and extended my contract when I couldn't play. And I'm forever grateful for you guys for doing that and giving me an opportunity to stay at this club and play here. And like I said, this club means so much to me. All the staff, all the boys. It's just. I don't really have words for it, I just want to thank all you guys for being here tonight. Thank you, Kiana. Thanks to my family, my friends. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations, Connor. Well done. Okay, well, the moment has arrived. We are about to announce our 2024 Jack Gibson medalist. With a season full of rugby league highlights, let's take a look at the top 6 nominees for this year's Jack Gibson medal. those are your 6 nominees for this year's Jack Gibson Medal. Please welcome to the stage Chairman of the Sydney Roosters, Nick Politis, CEO Joe Kelly, and son of Jack Gibson, John Gibson.
Good evening all. Just before we do get into the crowning of the 2024 Jack Gibson medalist, I'd like to make mention of a few significant milestones and achievements within our club this year. Firstly, as mentioned by all tonight, I know that we all cannot wait for Sunday afternoon to see our NRLW team take the field in pursuit of their second NRLW premiership in the short history of this incredible competition. To Strangey and the entire team, we are right behind you all the way on Sunday, and we wish you every bit of success in the afternoon. It was also wonderful to see Olivia Koenig win the prestigious Dally M Award on last night at the Dally M's. Congratulations, Liv, on such a worthy acknowledgement. Whilst, of course, we wish our NRL squad was joining the NRLW on Sunday at Accor Stadium, the NRL season was not without significant achievements. On the football field, our NRL team completed the regular season as the game's leading team in attack, scoring more points than in any season before in Roosters history. It was lovely earlier in the night to pay tribute to some wonderful men who have given so much of themselves in the red, white and blue. The memories of Jared becoming the most capped Rooster of all time, forever etching his name in our history books. Jared, you have been a wonderful ambassador for our club. And again, on behalf of everyone here with us tonight, I'd like to extend our deepest thanks for your service to the club. Additionally, to Luke, your influence as a Rooster will stay within our building for many years to come, and your performance as the Clive Churchill medalist in 2018 will also live in the hearts of Roosters fans for equally as long. To Joey and Satilli, who have both played with distinction for over a decade at our club, you leave us with heartfelt thanks and best wishes for your futures. The same can be said of Joseph, who joined us in late 2020 and debuted in season 2021 as a 17-year-old and had a very impressive 4 seasons in the top grade here. And finally, to our Kramer and Michael, who returned to the club this year, thank you for your passion and commitment to both of you, and once again to the Sydney Roosters, and it was great to have you both back here again this season. Away from the football field, we broke our all-time membership record for the 3rd successive year, surging past the 20,000 membership mark for the 2nd year running. In terms of crowd attendance, we completed the regular season with the highest attendance of all New South Wales clubs and 4th only across the entire NRL. And I was talking to Alan Katzman earlier on tonight, our club historian, and Alan said that in our 117-year history, we'd never actually had more attendance cumulatively and also on an average basis than this year. So an amazing feat for the club. In our final home game of the regular season, we held the inaugural emergency services event, honouring all 8 emergency service agencies across New South Wales, with New South Wales Police producing an incredible pre-game show, which will become an annual fixture in our calendar, and we hope to turn into another Anzac Day type of spectacle. Our Sydney Roosters Academy came along leaps and bounds this year, with 2 more graduates making their NRL debuts. Thank you to Orbo and to Friendy for their tireless work in making our academy such a success. In our female pathways, for the first time ever, we fielded teams from the Lisa Fiala Cup through to the Harvey Norman Women's Premiership. And as has been the case in our male pathways, we are starting to see some of the products of our pathways progress to the NRLW, which is a wonderful reflection of the hard work being done in these programs. Looking beyond our borders, we were able to showcase rugby league in the United States and beyond when we kicked off the season in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. This was a great experience for our club, and since then we have formed a strategic partnership with the USA Rugby League as the game development partner for a maximum of the next 3 years. One of the exciting elements of this partnership will be our new team in LA, the LA Roosters. And they'll be participating in Las Vegas Nines next year just in the lead up to the Vegas round. Talking to Nick earlier on tonight, we'll definitely be sending a few of our younger players over there to be part of that Nines, and we want to win in a week where the spotlight of NRL. How many? 3? Maybe more. But in a week where the spotlight in rugby league across the world will be on Vegas, we'll hopefully be there successfully holding the Nines trophy aloft. To conclude, I'd like to thank all of our NRL department led by Robbo and Orbo, our players from the elite at NRL level right through to our junior development squads, and to the coaching and support staff across these programs for all your efforts across the year. Further, I'd like to thank our entire club staff led by Jared. Working in the football club is full-time, 7 days a week, and our staff always give of themselves above and beyond to ensure our football club has every opportunity every year to achieve the ultimate success. And to those who have put this superb event tonight together, I won't name you individually, thank you for your incredible efforts. The best is yet to come, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our club. Thank you, and let's continue to make some history together. Speaking of making history, it's now time to crown our Jack Gibson medalists for 2024. It's my great privilege to overview the criteria for the Jack Gibson Player of the Year for 2024. It is fitting that this award is named in honour of Jack Gibson, who had a long and outstanding association with this club as a player and coach. Jack played 123 games for the club between 1953 and 1961, and then coached the club on 119 occasions, including 2 consecutive premierships in 1974 and 75. The club is pleased and honoured to have had Jack associate with us, as indeed is the game of rugby league. The process of determining the winner is very thorough. Following each game, player of the match votes are taken from the players and the head coach, and then tallied after the last game of the season to arrive at the winner. The underlying criteria for voting after games takes into account individual performance on the day, commitment and contribution to overall team performance. This year's winner was unsurpassed on a weekly basis in terms of his durability, his consistency, his incredibly passionate approach to his game. The club is proud to have his name recorded in our history. His passion and commitment to both his own individual performance and that of the team are unrivaled. Now, to announce the winner, I'd like to call on Jack's son, John, to do the honours.
No surprises here. James Tedesco.
And James Tedesco leads out the Roosters. He decides to go straight, but what a pass! Tedesco for the Roosters!
Tedesco's there in support. The captain is off and gone.
Get on to Tedesco as another gap opens up for Tedesco. Brooks trying to hold on. Tedesco with the flick. Just won the air.
Offload, he's been enormous through the middle. Tedesco.
Stepping it almost away. Still going.
I've got to say 6 times.
Yeah, big round of applause. I'll start us off and you take over.
Yeah.
So the boss just reminded us while we were upstage. Congratulations, James, by the way. The boss just said this is your 6th Jack Gibson medal in 7 years. That is a phenomenal effort, Teddy. And it's also worth noting that last night you went within 1 point of winning the Dally M. You've been in the top 3 the last 4 years of the Dally M medal. You are the most consistent, the most elite player that we have in the NRL.
Thank you. I'll start with I had a bit of probably extra motivation this year because last year I know personally it wasn't my best year, and that sort of got to me a bit. I knew after last year I really wanted to put my best foot forward, and that started in pre-season, just working as hard as I can. It was probably the first full pre-season, the most I've done in a long time, and just wanted to lead by example and get back to my best footy, and I'm really glad I was able to do that and captain this club because it's the best job ever. And I'm very grateful for Nick and the board to be able to captain this great club, and I know we fell short on the weekend, but I'm really proud of the team's performance this year.
Well, we all noticed a shift in you this year. The the ability and the time that you had to dedicate to the Roosters. When you're getting pulled in all different directions, it must be impossible. And also noticed a shift with you, and it was only a few weeks ago, and it was a constant line of questioning about Roosters can't do it. You've got injuries. You don't have the momentum. You don't have the player stock. You can't beat the Panthers. You can't beat the Storm. And you'd had a gutful, and you said, hey, listen, I'm the captain of this team. We've got the quality. We've got the playing group. We've got the game plan. We've got the belief. No more questions about it. And I liked that response from you, because that was a response from a captain defending his team and also moving the team forward, moving the story forward.
Yeah, I've got so much confidence and belief in our team, our staff, the boys we have. I know we'll common questions about injuries and can we do it? And that was it wasn't just me. Our leadership group were awesome this year, especially going into the finals, of just instilling that confidence in the boys, whoever was coming in through injuries, just getting them to be their best and to put our best foot forward. And I had so much belief in our boys that we could get the job done. Obviously, we fell short, and Melbourne have been the most consistent, best team all year. So, as I said, we're disappointed, but I'm very proud of my teammates and the Roosters Club this year.
Teddy, I'll hand it over to you for final words. This is such a big moment for you and, of course, your family and your fans.
Yeah, I'll just, like I said before, I'll start with the performance team in the pre-season. Jonesy, Rylad, Paddy, you guys got me back to my physical best to start the year, and that's really set me up for the year, and I felt really confident every week, preparing, getting ready for games. But not just you guys, the whole staff, the Rooster staff involved, the coaches, all staff involved with the club. You guys, I probably don't thank a lot of people enough. A lot of people do a lot of work behind the scenes for this club and this team, and it doesn't go unnoticed, and it's probably on me. I don't say thank you enough to a lot of people and the work they do, so I want to definitely say a big thank you to you guys, and obviously the coaching staff, Robbo. You instill so much confidence in me, allowing me to captain and lead this team, and I continue to get better and better under you. And so I want to say a big thank you to the players. As I said before, I've got so much confidence in our club and our team and the boys that I run out with every week. I want to say a big thank you to you boys for the season. Big thank you to the boys that are leaving. The leaders, Jazz, Kez, Joey, who have started this journey with 2018, playing with you boys. I miss you boys so much. And the other boys, we're going to stay lifelong mates after this, and I want to thank you for your efforts and your friendships throughout the years. Thank the fans for the continued support, all the members. It's the greatest club in the world, as I said before, to be able to captain this club. For the past few years, it's the best job ever. I know we're disappointed that success hasn't come yet. For me personally as the captain, but I know it's there. I know it's very close. I'm going to continue to work as hard as I can to make sure that a premiership's coming very soon. And lastly, just to my wife, I'm very lucky. I get to come home to you every night, and I'm so happy, and it makes my job as a footy player so much easier to come home to you, and you're the best mum and the best wife ever. So thank you very much, and have a good night, everyone. Cheers.
A big congratulations to James Tedesco. Thank you so much for everyone. And a big congratulations to all of our winners this evening and all of the players that were honoured. And thank you so much to our departing class as well. A big thank you to the Roosters. Thank you for inviting me along for my very first Roosters function. It is so special to be here. So I've had an absolute ball. Thank you. And that's it. This is the end of our formalities. Please stay and drink and enjoy. The bar will close at some point. I'm not getting any signal, so just order up now before they close the bar. Enjoy the dance floor. The music will be up in a moment. Let's enjoy the season that was and be back bigger and better in 2025.